I also have this biology book I'm going over, one of the main textbooks for a college course, and I was just looking through it. Obviously, when you have an understanding of stars evolving into life-hosting stars, which are called planets, you tend to look at a lot of misconceptions and a lot of ideas in here which are glossed over, and you notice a lot because it sticks out to you like a sore thumb. One of those things in particular was on page 91 concerning figure 5.2. I'll go ahead and show you. I don't know if you can see that very well, but notice how it has the formation of the Earth and then life evolves. In stellar metamorphosis, life evolves as the star evolves, meaning the life was forming as the Earth was evolving to its current state. The evolution of life and the evolution of a star go hand in hand. So you have this model saying the formation of the Earth happened in 0 time, 4.6 billion years ago. And then the formation of the oceans and continents, and then the first living cells, the prokaryotic cells, and the first photosynthetic cells at 3.6 billion. And 2.6 billion, a little after that, first water splitting photosynthesis releases O2. And then they have life evolving as the Earth is already a solid ball this entire time. But no, the biologists need to review this theory as well. You have the star combining elements into molecules when it's very young and still very, very hot, meaning the beginnings of life happen during red dwarf and maybe even orange dwarf stages of stellar evolution, when the very first molecules are beginning to form. And as the orange dwarf becomes a red dwarf, becomes a brown dwarf, becomes a gas giant, all those molecules are getting more and more complex, and the life and the essential amino acids for life to begin formation are combining together inside the deep stellar interior. And by the time it reaches the stage it's at right now, the life is already fully evolved. So it would make sense to have life occurring simultaneously, life evolution simultaneously as stellar evolution. Not everything just happens instantaneously for the star. You take a whole eons of time for the star, collapse it into one little event called the protoplanetary disk, and then you have life evolving. No, both happen at the same time. And that's a very important point I want to bring across to my readers. That way they can look at a lot of these biology books as well and notice that they gloss over stellar evolution completely. Because remember, it's biology. It has nothing to do with the stars. They have, cornered themselves via compartmentalization, but little do they know the very essence of what it means to have life is tied intimately with what it means to have a star go through all stages of evolution. The two are very intimate. They're completely tied together in every single way. But I don't believe that, establishment people are going to figure this out. But I know my readers are astute enough to realize that biologists, they've missed a very big portion of the picture because of the pseudoscience of fusion that was invented before we actually understood what actually happens to stars. But little few ideas there to enrich my audience. Today is September 30th, 2015. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.